Alright, let me paint a picture for you motherfuckers real quick. To put this shit bluntly, it's around 2 in the morning. On the phone with Demi, we just chilling, a little bit of a FaceTime call. It's friendly banter. We're bouncing back and forth, having a good time. We're like, you know what? Fuck it, man. This is before the buyout, by the way. This was months and months ago. To put it bluntly, we pull up Funimation and we're like, let's find something. Let's find something that we can make work. We're scrolling, we're scrolling, we're scrolling, and we're scrolling. I hear Demi recommend me this show called Kemono Jihen. And at first I was like, why the fuck would I watch this? I ain't never heard of this shit. What the fuck even is this? This is probably a 2-pack of mid. And I booted up just to look at the thumbnails, just to see what this shit looking like. And I see a motherfucker with a purple jacket that got a spider web on his shoulder. And I'm like, all right, we're watching it. Simple as that. We're fucking watching it. Like, that my decision was made. It was made. I was like, that motherfucker hard. Therefore, we are watching it. Absolutely no expectations going into it. None whatsoever. Again, haven't heard of it at all. Like, literally had never heard of this show a day of my fucking life. And I'm pretty like in tune with the anime sphere. All my friends know that shit. So it was kind of weird that I hadn't heard of it. I was like, that's a bad sign. And to put it bluntly, again, this was literally a fuck it watch. We were just like, fuck it, let's watch some random shit. 12 episodes, let's knock it out in a night. Let's just binge it on the phone. Um, you know what I mean? And to give you a little summary about the show, let me just read the synopsis off for you motherfuckers real quick. Kohachi Inugami, a detective who specializes in the occult, arrives at a remote village in the Japanese countryside, tasked by a hostess at a local inn to investigate a string of incidents involving rotting and mutilated livestock corpses that have been appearing for seemingly no reason. While surveying, Inugami notices a particular young boy working in the fields, evaded by his peers and called Dorutabu for his stench, bro, stank. The young farmhand is surprised that anybody would take an interest in him. Inugami, piqued with curiosity, enlists Dorotabu in helping him with the investigation despite scorned looks from the villagers. Unbeknownst to Dorotabu, this investigation reveals a strange new world to him. One of the beast-like entities known as Kemono, existing in tandem with humans, along with breathing new purpose into his previously empty life. That's it. That's the whole summary. Like, that's all fucking Mao was willing to give me. I find that funny. And for those that don't know, obviously, Dorotabu is Kabane, who's the main character of the show. And let me tell you one thing about this motherfucker. Drip. He looked clean. He looks impeccable. I love his fucking design. He's another big part of the reason why I even wanted to watch the show. I think he's cool as fuck. I think it's hard not to like Kabane when you watch the show. And he has a stone around his neck that's literally like a life stone. It's fucking everything. It's wonderful, wonderful. Drip all around. I love his. I just love this motherfucker, man. I don't even care. I could go back and re-record that because I started right there, but I'm not gonna do that. You're gonna get the raw experience. And since I mentioned, I was watching this video with Demi, why don't we take it over to Demi for, a little bit of his opinion on this show?
I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
Okay, well, thank you, Demi. Hopefully he's not severely injured. I'm lying. Hopefully he is. But to put it bluntly, this show caught us both off guard. Complete, like I mentioned previously, a complete fuck it watch. That was a pleasant surprise for the both of us. It was a very good fucking show overall. In my opinion, it was great. But there were some things holding it back. There were definitely some things holding it back. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is not no damn video essay, so I'm not gonna break down episode by episode and tell you everything and the fucking plots and the themes. I'm not really here to do that. I gave you a summary of the show, and I'm here to give you my fucking opinion on it. I'm gonna break this down pretty simply. So that way I'm not wasting your time. I don't want this to be a 45-minute video. I want this to be under 10 minutes. So let's make this quick. Pretty much I believe it was around the last 3 episodes, the snow castle arc or whatever the fuck it was, this ice castle arc with the little femboy's older brother. That might be the most annoying ending to a season 1 I think I've ever had to deal with. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, but like I quite literally believe that if I boot up a dictionary on my computer right the fuck now and I search the word anticlimactic, a full video summarizing those episodes would pop up because that was the most anticlimactic ending to a season I've ever seen, especially when we don't even know if we're getting a season 2 for this fucking show. Um but you know what? Let's just skip how anticlimactic the ending to season 1 was. And just let's talk about the first fucking 8 episodes, bro. This show just it kept giving you shit. It was the gift that kept on giving. Like I feel like every time I felt a little bit of boredom creeping in, I'm like, okay, maybe I'm losing interest now. Boom, new fucking plot point. Boom, somebody's dead. Well, not somebody of relevance because obviously they're not going to kill someone off in season 1. Lols. But just some blatant fuck shit goes down that just hooks you back in. And that's one thing the show's very good at. Is just that re-hook, you know what I mean? That fucking re-hook when it gets you to lose interest for a moment, then brings you right back. It's lovely. It's fantastic. Um, multiple moments had me literally flummoxed, though. I absolutely had no clue what was going on in multiple situations. Um, I'll tell you one thing. Again, these characters have fucking drip. These characters knew how to put that shit on. When I tell you almost every main character in this show had that shit on, I mean it. Especially Shiki. Oh my fucking god, this spider bastard was him, Duncan. Like it was just wonderful. It was just wonderful. Not here to waste your time though. Like I said, I want to keep this under 10 minutes. So I'm gonna get straight to the point. Specifically, there was one thing I wanted to mention. Dude, episode 8. Episode fucking 8. Good episode, right? But I hope I'm able to get like a clip of it without getting fucking striked. If not, you probably won't be seeing it right now. But if you've seen the show, you know what I'm talking about. In episode 8, he's about to fight. We're about to get a fight. I'm not even gonna tell you what he's fighting because if you want to go watch it, go watch it. I'm trying not to spoil everything here, so that way, like it's still consumable if you haven't seen the show. But pretty much to put it simply, we're about to get a fight. Fucking Cabernet versus all these motherfuckers. All these goddamn demons. We're about to get it. And then it just cuts away. It cuts away. And do you want to know what happens when it cuts back? The fight's over. The fight's over. They just said, no, we're not animating that. We're not doing it. We give up. We're simply not going to be putting that forward. And I was so visibly upset that like Demi even I remember Demi pointing out that I was silent on the phone for like 7 minutes after calling out how fucking stupid that was. So yeah, that was definitely something. And it unironically knocked the rating like for the series down a little bit. And speaking of the rating, I've really said all I wanted to say. I've really put it down. I really put it simply for you guys because I'm gonna be honest. Again, this ain't no damn video essay. I'm just here to say whatever the fuck I want to say. This is pretty much a talk show. I ain't gonna lie. This is pretty much a talk show. Um, so let's just wrap this up simply for you guys. My official rating for Kemono Jihen Season 1 is an 8.5 out of 10. It's an 8.5 out of 10, man. I think it was very fucking good. My analyst may not even have the same rating. I'm praying to God I said the right rating. Yeah, that'd be one hell of a fuck up for my first video back to say the wrong rating. Oh yeah. Um, to put it bluntly, though, there were just certain aspects that I had mentioned before holding the show back from being like truly fantastic, but I still think it was great. It was a great sit down experience. It was something that, again, I was able to knock out in one day. And holy shit, that opening and ending were smacking. That shit was wonderful. And if you know me, I'm unironically serious when I say a good opening and ending sequence can actually raise your show an entire fucking point for me because I value that shit. I value it a lot. So yeah, to basically sum up this show in one quote from the late great AJ Styles. They were great, but they weren't phenomenal.